Hello everyone and welcome once again to Chad's Country Cooking, or also Chad's Country Kitchen. Either one you want to call it, doesn't really matter. Good morning. It is Saturday and just got up a little while ago, been kind of straightening up the house a little bit and decided, I'm getting hungry, so I need to eat something. And I figured, let's do a breakfast video. We've done breakfast for dinner, but we haven't done breakfast for breakfast. So this morning we're going to cook some scrambled eggs with some cheese. I love cheese. I can't go wrong with cheese. And some regular country sausage, premium country sausage. All right, we're not going to use that entire roll, but what do we do first off always? We wash our hands. Scroll this camera down just a little bit, and we're going to wash our hands. Good, hot, warm, soapy water. And we wash. Just took a shower, but that's okay. We'll wash our hands again. And a towel to dry. All right, now we got that out of the way. Let's get cooking. All right, so this morning, what we're going to start first, we're going to do our sausage first, because it takes a little longer to cook than the eggs. This is not frozen. I bought it a couple days ago and set that towel to the side there. Let's go ahead and switch to the stove cam here so everybody can see what we got going on here. And boom. We got our large cast iron griddle here. We're going to cook our sausage on. Let's see what we're going to slide this out of the way just for a second. I'm going to grab one thing that I didn't think about getting out, and that is our handy dandy cutting board. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut this open about right, because I want, 2 or 3 decent sized patties. Cut that open, break the rest of that right there, drop that in the sink, and we're going to peel this wrapping back. Try to get all this sausage out of it because we want the sausage. Not only that, but if you leave this in your trash can for too long, it will rot and it will stink. And we'll just throw this to the side. I've got a little trash bucket over here. Now see, now what we're going to do as well is I've got a Ziploc baggie here. We're going to put all this extra in here. We can put this back in the fridge. Probably should have cut off a little bit more, but that's all right. We'll deal with that here in just a few minutes. I'll go ahead and set it back in the fridge for right now so it stays cool. We're going to wash our hands again real quick, just kind of rinse our hands off, get that, I'm not a fan of having the meat filling on my hands. But I'm going to dig right back into the meat. We're going to make us some patties here. I like decent sized sausage patties, so we're just going to roll these out and then flatten. Perfect. Set it to the side. Let's make 3. Break this in half again. Perfect. Last but not least. Now, I'm using the big cast iron skillet. I really don't have to, because we're not doing a whole lot of sausage. I mean, you could use this here if we were doing a whole lot of sausage. But I'm not using a whole lot of sausage, but it's all right. I like using it anyway. And we're going to put it on a medium heat. I'm going to rinse my hands off one more time real quick. All right, we're going to let this get hot. And as you can tell, we already are. That's where my flame is. And what we're going to do, don't have to, but I'm going to. I'm going to spray a little non-stick Pam on here. Medium heat. That's going to get going there. And what we're going to do as well is we're going to cook us some toast here in a little bit. The rest of the ingredients you're going to need, you know, I use this this garlic seasoning here, garlic and herbs. It doesn't have any salt in it, but it's got black pepper in it. But we're also going to add some black pepper, and of course our salt. And depending on how many eggs you want, I'm going to cook 3. So go ahead and get them out of here real quick. There's just 3 eggs. Milk and cheese if you want it. And I want cheese. Alright, so we'll get to the eggs here in just a few minutes. We're gonna let this start to get hot. And starting to get there. Remember the trick. If it sizzles, it's ready. If it doesn't, it's not. It didn't sizzle. So we're not ready yet. But we're all still on a medium heat. Tell you what, let me shut this dryer off. I told you I was doing clothes and everything else. Let's just shut this off real quick. Sorry about that. I didn't realize that I had that going in the background. And we're still cooking. All right, let's check our pan one more time. And we're ready. That's the sizzle I want. What we're going to do is we're going to drop our sausage down on it. Try to keep these close to that flame in the center. We're going to drop our cutting board down in the sink and rinse it off. All right. This is Farmland Fresh, just country sausage. I got it at the local grocery store here. But we're going to go ahead and cook this real quick. The only other thing that we're going to cook after the eggs is going to be just a piece of toast. I've got biscuits, but that's going to take way too long to cook this morning. Probably could have started them and then did everything else, but it's all right. Hope everybody's having a great weekend so far. If you're watching this today. If not, I hope you have a great week. Hope whatever day it is that you watch this video, you have a great day. All right. We'll also probably top this off with a cold glass of chocolate milk. All right. So as you can tell, we're starting to cook here. The bottoms are starting to turn their nice little cooked meat look. Browning, I guess you could call it. You can salt and pepper these. I'm going to. Gotta turn my... Oh, that is already on the smallest one. My fiance loves salt, as I've mentioned in several of my videos. And this is a grater style. There we go. That's what I want. That's a grater. It's the salt shaker I have. I've got a pepper one as well, but you know, believe it or not, I cooked eggs one morning and I used it and I dropped it in my eggs in the egg mixture. So it's still up there in the cupboard. I got most of the bad out, but it still sticks when trying to grate. So I need to wind up just throwing it away. But neat little device here. I believe I got it from Walmart. It's just got rock salt in it, and you guys can see that or not. And it just grades it at the bottom right there. Really neat. Okay, so the way you're going to know your sausage is about right when you need to flip it is when it is the golden, not the golden, but the browned midway through. So it's cooked midway through, then we're going to flip it. And we're starting to get there. I like to push mine down, so I will do so. You can do this with a fork or a spatula. That's up to you. It flattens it out a little bit. Oh, that one is gone. We lost that one. So we're down to 2. That's all right. Need to go on a diet anyway. But to me, it kind of gives it that look of like a steak burger, how they flatten down a steak burger. So, we could have kept that one. The stove's clean, but I'm not too worried about it. And we are cooking. You know, cooking's a very, very, very fun thing. I live by myself, like I've mentioned before. My fiance and I do not live together, and so either I cook for myself or I don't eat, and it's just easier to cook, as I've explained in other videos. It's cheaper as well, and you can get creative with it. I mean, you can kind of try different things you want to try, and you don't have to worry about it if somebody else doesn't like it. You know, it's just you. Oh, that's beautiful. Right there, that's what we want. It's not burnt. It's browned. It's beautiful. So we'll let these cook as well. The good thing about this is once we get done with this, we'll grab another skillet. And we'll go ahead and break our eggs open. We'll do that here in just a second. And we'll go ahead and break our eggs up and get all that ready. And by the time the eggs get done, the sausage will have been just cooled just enough to where it's edible. You know, it's not going to burn your mouth when you try to eat it. So, I'm going to start breaking these eggs here in just a few seconds. See here. Cleaned up a little mess here real quick that I just made on the other side of the kitchen, out of the camera's view, which is a good thing because it's a kitchen. Things do happen. All right, we're going to start cracking these eggs. I've showed you guys how to crack eggs before. I can do it again here real quick. Slide this laptop over. Then we're going to go back to the laptop camera. Alright, hello everyone. We're going to bring this down here real quick. Make sure you guys can all see this. So, we've got our 3 eggs here. I'm going to set the other 2 to the side on the counter over here, which is clean. I'm going to crack these open. Beautiful. Perfect egg. I love eggs. Remember on Saturday mornings we'd be watching TV at my grandmother's house. She'd always cook us eggs, and I'd always want eggs. My cousin Daniel would always ask for pancakes. And yeah, I'm barefoot. Like I said, I'm at home. Just got out of the shower a little while ago. And that's how we spend our Saturday mornings. Sitting in front of the TV watching Cartoon Network, all the good old 90s shows. And about 20 minutes later, less than that most likely, grandmother would come out with eggs, bacon or sausage, toast, biscuits, whatever you wanted. Scrambled eggs with cheese is what we would ask for. Like I said, my cousin Daniel, he would ask for a pancake. He loved pancakes. I bet he still does. And yeah, that was our Saturday mornings. Really like this flavoring. That's why I use quite a bit of it. All right, we're going to check our sausage here real quick. Kind of just give it a little flip, cut it down the center, and check to see if it's done. Almost. Getting there. The way you know your cast iron's working is it won't stick. Also, using a low heat helps as well. All right, well, this is done minus adding our cheese. We'll add that here in just a few minutes. Set this back over to the side. Well, and we got to add our milk as well. And you're going to add about a. It's really up to your pleasure. I don't ever add a whole lot. Just pretty much just a splash of milk. And what that does is some people they'll actually use they'll use milk or they will use water. My other grandmother uses water, and it just adds fluffiness to them essentially. All right, let's go back to the stove camera here. I can get this thing to work right. There we go. All right, our sausage is done, folks. It's good. It's done. We're gonna shut that off. We're gonna grab us a plate up here real quick and just go ahead and set this on the plate. That's done. We'll set the plate to the side over here. Now this skillet is hot. It's cast iron. It holds heat. It absorbs heat very well. So we're gonna go back to our trusty handy dandy pot holders and oven mitt. And we're gonna take this bad boy and just set it on the back burner. Up and out of the way. I tell you what, we'll set it right over here on top of this other cast iron skillet so it's out of the way completely. All right, we're going to power this burner back up. Boom. Medium heat. Always use medium heat. Never use high unless you need to get it done fast. But if you need to get it done fast, you're in too much of a hurry and you're going to wind up burning it. Tell you what we'll do as well. We'll go ahead and use our, wasn't going to, but we will. We'll use our Pioneer Woman cast iron skillet here. This is a really good skillet. My grandmother gave it to me. It works very, very well. It's a very good skillet. So we're going to let it get hot. And we're going to start cooking our eggs. I'll do a video soon about how to properly clean your cast iron. You never wash cast iron. You rinse it out, dry it, and put a good layer of your your oils or your, well, you could call it a seasoning, because you're going to season your skillet. You have to get it hot. You bake and you cook in your oil. I use lard on all of mine. I prefer it. To me, it does a very, very good job. It's kind of the old, well, that's what they used back in the day. That's all they had to cook with was lard. One thing we're going to do here in just a second, I'm just trying to get all this extra stuff on this griddle that we just used, trying to get some of the extra stuff pushed to the side. What we're going to use to cook also in for a grease for our eggs. And you're going to think this sounds crazy, but I love it. This is how my grandmother did it on them Saturday mornings with us watching cartoons in the living room while we were waiting to eat. Is Nana would go in and she would get she saved all of her bacon grease and cooked our eggs and stuff in it. And that's what we're going to use this morning. Some good old bacon grease. Old-fashioned bacon grease. Just a little bit more. I'm almost out. I don't cook a whole lot of bacon. But there we go. So we're not going to use our non-stick in this. We're going to use just straight bacon grease. We'll drop that in the sink. Yeah, anytime you cook bacon, that grease that's left over might not be a lot depending on how much you cook. Take it before it cools and put it in a skillet or a jar. They always had it in a coffee cup. I use a little too much, but that's all right. I turn this fan on. It's smoking because of the lard, which is completely fine. Let's hope it doesn't set the fire alarm off. I've got really sensitive alarms. And it's really bad about that. But we're going to go ahead and start cooking our eggs. We're going to go ahead and pour these in. Drop that in the sink, run some water through it so nothing sticks. And we're going to cook some eggs. See how this is not sticking, how I'm able to just literally push it around and it's not sticking. That is what you want in a good cast iron skillet. Really shouldn't be using a fork because it'll scratch it. But I use forks for everything. I can always go back and refinish it. Cook them eggs. Alright. And that bacon grease really gives the eggs a really good flavor. It's a different flavor. Now I know what you're saying. Well, Chad, you forgot the cheese. Not at all. I want to put the cheese in now. It's going to mix in with these eggs, and it's going to melt to them. Because the skillet's hot, it's hot, the eggs are hot. So here in a minute, it'll be stove's clean. And there you are, folks. It works better with shredded cheese and not sliced cheese. But that'll do it for today. Alright, what have I always said? Plating is the most important thing. This isn't too hot, so we'll slide it to the back. I'm going to grab some pot holders here. Set them down on that burner so I don't burn my plate nor anything else. You know what? Tell you what, we're going to wait just a second before we plate anything else because we still got some toast to cook. Okay, set that back there. Grab this toaster that I hardly ever use this toaster. I'm actually really surprised that it works still. Alright, so folks, we'll have this done here in just a few minutes. Yeah, I only want one piece. Alright. Let's see here. Almost done. I'm not a big fan of really burnt or dark toast. I like my toast light. I'll eat it whichever way though. Let's check our toast. Hot. Not done. So it needs to cook just a few more minutes and we'll be good to go. And then I will show you guys the final product. I will show you guys the final product. Let me go ahead and swap cameras here. There we are. Alright. Excuse me. Alright, we'll check this again. perfect. Put a little jelly on it. All right. And here's our final. Just a very simple breakfast with 2 pieces of sausage, scrambled eggs with cheese. There's cheese mixed in it, and I just laid the rest of it on top. And a piece of just grape jelly toast. All right, everybody. Once again, I'd like to thank you all for joining us today for this, I guess you call it, episode of Chad's Country Kitchen, Chad's Country Cooking. And if you liked what you saw, like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos. Like always, be blessed and have a great day. We're gone.